So you have to excuse us there with the sort of dual announcement. Here we go then. This is Group B and Group F. Adrian Ionesco, Pietro Grima on row number 1. Tobias Stuckler and Ricardo Lopez Pires on row number 2. Danilo Defranco and Abdi Badawi on row 3. Remy Loth and Victor Wood on row 4. Danny Gorstop and Eagle on row 5. Gonzalo Texiera, Mikael Nimek on row 6. Antoine Angelov, Maso Posetti on row 7. Timo Schmidt and Leonardo Bleak, row 8. Row 9, Benjamin Cavers and Tomokazu Fukushima. Then Mikola Benic, Simon Dolsicki and Alberto Brentegani and the rest. Here we go then, into turn number 11. It's Hungary and Italy on row number 1. Ionesco with the blue race suit, Grima with the orange and black race suit. And then Tobias Stuckler hunkered down in his cart. The red and white suit starting from P3. Lights are out, we're off and racing here in the Slovakia ring, and round the outside Pietro Grima gets an absolutely storming start, and Grima makes a move to take the race lead. He has got it, down to second goes the pole sitter, Adrian Ionesco. Tobias Stuckler in third, then Ricardo Lopez Pires, Danilo Olifranco, Abdi Badawi, Remy Loth, Victor Wota and the rest. Oh, there's some drive, one of the drivers of Sony race there, getting squeezed out wide, coming out of turn number 4, bouncing over the grass, the gravel. And now we have battle for second place. Stuckler at turn number 9. That's a brave, brave place to make a passing move. Stuckler has the advantage. He is up at the P3. Oh, and Ionesco is dropping like a stone at the moment. He's down to 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, possibly 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th position. The pole sitter in real trouble at the end of lap number 1. Grima leads by 1.5 seconds. All this Simon Legal from Austria running very wide. And well, Ionesco gets one of those places back. Ionesco fights past Simon Legal, and Legal now has to try and keep the number 50 cart of Mikael Yannick behind, Nemec behind him. Benjamin Cavers is next. There goes Cavers in the turquoise and white race suit. And Legal, oh, side by side. Cavers passing Nemec there. Behind Nemec looks like the number 12 cart of Italy's Tommaso Pozzetti. Four wide. Oh, Alberto Brentegani getting a warning flag. Still, the battle goes on, but oh my word, side by side, again coming out of team, but they are losing so much time to the race leaders. So Pietro Grima leads by 1.7 seconds from Tobias Stuckler. Then there's a 2.1 second gap back to Ricardo Lopez, who has got Danilo Olifranco right behind him, but already there are more than 6 seconds separating the top 9 drivers, and in 9th place is the number 56 cart with that very bright yellow crash helmet, Simon Legal from Austria. This battle you're looking at behind Legal, 10th, 11th, 12th, just flashing through your screen there. That involves Pozzetti, Remy Loth, Texiera, Cavers, Bleak, Nemec, and then it's Antonio Angelov. So Max Papworth has actually managed to get going in this race. You know, we talk about the great reliability of these karts. Sometimes I think Max Patworth must have walked under a ladder, driven over a black cat or something like that on the way to the circuit this morning, because he has had 2 mechanical failures in 2 races, and there have been 4 mechanical failures all day amongst all 180 drivers. So Patworth is well, he's leading the way in terms of karts he's broken today. That's the only thing he is leading at the moment, but he is leading something. Creamer 4.960. Stuckler 2.2 seconds behind him. Here is the battle between Lopez and Olifrenko. This is for 3rd and 4th position, heading through turn number 9 now. Out of 10 into 11. Watching the yellow race suits, the yellow and black overalls of Ukraine's Danilo Franco. Denny Gorsdorf is 5th for Germany at the moment, and just behind Gorsdorf is Abdi Badawi. There is your pole sitter in the blue, Adrian Ionesco in 7th position, so he dropped to 10th. He's now clawing his way back at the order. Siegel, Victor Vota is 9th, then Remy Loth rounding out the top 10, but Loth is a long way behind Victor Vota, so Vota in the black race suit there is running in what is now, well, he's picked up a place, no, he's still in 9th place. Remy Loth in 10th is some way back, and behind Loth is Pazzetti, Cavers, Nech, Teixeira, Brentagani, Dolchicki, Angelov, Vida, Lazarus, Bleak and Fukushima. Hungary's pole sitter. Well, Hungary's Adrian Ionesco. He started pole position for 3 races so far, and 3 races, and he has fared not quite so well as he would have liked in 2 of those 3 races. But maybe he started all 4 of the races, so I think he's not going to start on pole for the next race, because that'll be Group A and B. The only driver in this category that will start in pole position for all his races is Kuba Pachulski, fastest overall in qualifying. But it's Grima who now extends his lead even more over Stuckler to 2.9 seconds. 5.5 minutes to go, so we've just passed the halfway mark. Oh, wheel-to-wheel action there. A little bit further back in is Victor Vota, passing. No, is that? That's actually in front of it. That's Abdi Badawi and Denny Gorsdorf swapping positions, I believe. There they go across the line, and there's Legal. There is Kivers in that turquoise, that aqua blue and white race suit. Here's the battle that we're watching. So it's actually Gonzalo Teixeira, Alberto Brentagani and Simon Dolchicki who were in that scrap. There's the number 10 car on your screen. That's Khaled Al-Ameri from the United Arab Emirates, the U8 blue and orange race. So we're looking at some of the tail ends. It's great that we get coverage of everybody, not just the drivers running at the front. So in the orange race suit there, that is Al-Ameri. Further back, behind, there's Max Patworth on screen there. Max Patworth running down. Oh, he's been elbowed aside. Well, there we go. And that was Jason Siu from Malaysia. And that is the 28th position. But it just goes to show you that to the drivers down at the back of the field are fighting just as hard for each position, the drivers up at the front of the field. The number 77 on your screen there, that is Leonardo Bleak from Germany, the red race suit, chasing number 10, Khaled Al-Ameri. Behind them, you have Max Patworth, Luca Niedhofer and Jason Siu. Oh, in fact, it was Niedhofer and Patworth back over 27th position. Now we head up back to the front, someone with their hand in the air. I think that may have been Abdi Badawi, not happy with how he was treated. Now we're back with the real racing down at the back of the field briefly. But up at the front, there is the blue race suit. That is our pole sitter, Adrian Ionesco, now running in second place, holding off Victor Vota and Simon Legal. Olifranco, Lopez, Loth, Pozzetti, Nemec, Kivers, Brentagani, Dolsicki, Teixeira, Lazarus, Angelov, Vida, Fukushima and Skromovas. Aurelius Skromovas from Lithuania. 3 minutes to go. Grima in class of his own, 3.8 seconds up the road. From Stuttgart, Olifranco, 1.2 seconds back. Lopez, Ionesco, Badawi, Loth, Pozzetti, Nemec, Kivers, Brentagani, Dolcicki, Lazarus, and then Bulgaria's Antoine Angelov in car number 7, running in 17th position. Now, who are we looking at here? This is our race leader, Pietro Grima, driver number 24, representing Cartodromo Città di Messina. And he completes another lap. He's got the entire front straight all to himself. Well, he's not going to dominate and win by as much as Louise Brown did in her third race, where she won by over 10 seconds. But Grima is giving it a good old go, trying to get at least a 5-second margin of victory. Here's a good scrap. This is the scrap for second place now, because Tobias Stuckler has been caught by that driver on your screen there. That is Danilo Olifranco. Ricardo Lopez is right behind him. There's the black and silver crash hat of Denny Gorsdorf, who has got Adrian Ionesco and Victor Vota for company through turn number 8, through turn number 9. So this is the second of 3 races. There are 4 races to go after this one before the drivers' parade. This is after this one before we have the drivers' parade. And again, drivers have to assemble in the village, in their classes at the end of this race. They're going to stay down there because we are trying to get through 360 driver, 50 nationality drivers parade in 30 minutes, which is going to be a world record. But the world records, well, he's not going to break the record for the biggest win of the weekend so far, but in the sprint classes at least. But Pietro Grima is in cruise control as he comes through turn number 9, and now he breaks towards turn 10. He's got that alternative lean. Mark Kimber, multiple Rotax Grand Final champion and British kart champion, has got the same style of lean. I would say that Kimber's copying Grima. Maybe Grima has seen Mark Kimber. And you just see opposite lean on the kart there, just adjusting the weight. He's not pushing this off. 3 seconds to go. So this time around, there will be the last lap. So we've got several kart races that are going to go to 12 lap. I think that the cooler air now in the evening is allowing these Rotax engines to breathe a little bit more, and is just getting a little bit extra lap time. 104.5 for Adrian Ionesco, who is now up into 5th position. We go through turn number 6, out of 6 into 7. Pietro Grima. Olifranco is second. Stuckler's down at the 1st, but it's been a lights to flag win for Italy's Pietro Grima. Out of turn 12 into turn 13. Italy have a winner in the Saudi World Series International Finals. Grima takes it. Quick casual fist bump. And second for Ukraine, Daniel. Ricardo Lopez Pires is third, side by side further back. with Stuckler holding on to fourth from Ionesco, Gorstoff, Vota, Legal, Badawi and Remy Loth rounding out your top 10. Tommaso Pozzetti, Mikhail Nemec, Benjamin Kivers, over the shoulder, and Kivers Lazarus in 40, so India finishing 14th for Kevin Lazarus. Then Lucas Vida, Antoine Angelov, Juras Bokuch, Tomokazu Fukushima, Nikola Benic, Gonzalo Teixeira and Simon Dolzicki, your top 21. And then it's Skromovas, Schmid, Bleak, 24, and the remaining figures, wait for it further back down the order.